Assalamu alaikum students. It's me, your concerned teacher for the subject political science, Nazima Rahim. Hope you all are fine. We were discussing about the Panchayati Raj system. We discussed about its three tier, about the local self-government, that it works for the municipalities and also for the Panchayati Raj or the villages. We discussed about Gram Sabha earlier. Now we will see the composition of it, who is the chairman and many other things, and also we will discuss about Gram Panchayat today. So let's begin the topic. Gram Sabha. As you know that Gram Sabha is a body which controls the three tiers of the Panchayati Raj system, that is Zilla Parishad, Panchayat Samiti or the village Panchayat or the which is lower level. Zilla Parishad is the upper level of the or the tier of the Panchayat Raj system. So the composition means how members are there elected, or we can say how many members are there or who are those members in the Gram Sabha. Composition: every person whose name is registered as voter in the voters list of Gram Sabha area are the members of the Gram Sabha. Composition means that who are the members of the Gram Sabha. That means those persons above the age of 18 years who are in the voter list registered in the Gram Sabha are the members of Gram Sabha. Now the chairman. Sarpanch is the chairman of Gram Sabha. In his absence, Panch will head the meeting. So that we can say that the head of the chairman of the Gram Sabha is a Sarpanch, and in absence of Sarpanch, the Panch will lead the Gram Sabha or any other meeting of the Gram Sabha. Meetings. It is compulsory to have 2 meetings of Gram Sabha in a year. That means at least 2 meetings are important of Gram Sabha in a year. They have to conduct 2 meetings in a year. Quorum. The quorum of the meeting is 1/5 of the total members of the Gram Sabha. Quorum means how many members should be there. At least 1/5 of the total members of the Gram Sabha should be there. Now we will see the functions of Gram Sabha. What does Gram Sabha do, or what is the work of the Gram Sabha? Functions of the Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha approves the annual budget of the Panchayat. It approves the development schemes prepared by the Panchayat. First of all, its work or it approves the annual budget of the Panchayat. Annual budget means those money which is used throughout a year. Annual budget means budget which is prepared for a particular year or 1 year. That means Gram Sabha approves that budget for the Panchayat. What money will take the Panchayat workers? That money is approved by the Gram Sabha. It approves the development schemes prepared by the Panchayat and also approves or gives its consent to what? To the development schemes. Those schemes which are for the development of villages, for the development of Panchayats, that is approved by Gram Sabha. It helps the Panchayat in the execution of the development schemes. That means whatever Panchayat has to do for the development, the Gram Sabha helps it. It helps in execution. That means it helps in developing the village, helps in the development schemes for the village or for the Panchayats. It prepares and organizes resources for community development programs. Different community development programs are held, like we can say, for example, like women empowerment program. That is also a community program. So Gram Sabha prepares and organizes resources for them, like they need books or they need another things which help us the women empowerment, or we can say the schools will be built by them. It also promotes adult education and family welfare programs. That means the adults are given education family welfare programs are done so that the villages get more and more developed. It promotes unity and brotherhood among villagers. That means it says or it promotes unity, oneness among the villagers, that we are one, we are not different. It does not discriminate on the basis of caste or color or religion, etc. But it promotes unity and brotherhood. It elects the Sarpanch and Panches, which Gram Sabha. These all are the functions of Gram Sabha. It approves the annual budget, it approves the development schemes, it helps the Panchayat in execution of development schemes, it prepares and organizes community development program, it provides adult education, family welfare program, it promotes unity and brotherhood among villagers, it elects the Sarpanch and Panchs. Now we will see about the Gram Panchayat. This is also a topic in your book, Gram Panchayat. Now we will see its composition. Composition, as already I told that how many members are in a particular body. Composition. It consists of one Sarpanch and other Panchs. Number of Panchs can be from 5 to 13 according to the population of the village. That means a Gram Panchayat is headed by one Sarpanch and has other Panchs also. Panches means the deputy Sarpanches or deputy persons of that Gram Panchayat. So Panches can be vary, which can be from 5 to 13 according to the population of the village. That means if a village is larger in population, many population is there, that means their Panches will be more. And if there is any village which has less population, their Panches will be less, but it is headed by Sarpanch. Election. The members are elected through direct election by the members of Gram Sabha. The village is divided into wards and one member is elected through each ward. After the election result came, the Gram Sabha elects the Sarpanch and other Panchs. The members are elected through direct election by the members of Gram Sabha. That means Gram Panchayat is elected by members of Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha members are elected by the people, but Gram Sabha elects the members of Gram Panchayat. So the village is divided into wards. Like at the state level, state is divided into constituencies. The village is divided into wards, and one member is elected through each ward. If the village is larger in population, then that village is accordingly divided. So each ward consists of one member. After the election, the results get declared. The Gram Sabha elects the Sarpanch and the other Panches. So the Gram Sabha is responsible for the elections of Gram Panchayat, and also it elects the Sarpanch and Panchs of the Gram Panchayat. Its tenure is 5 years. Chairman is Sarpanch. Tenure means Gram Panchayat remains in power for 5 years. Its head or chairman is Sarpanch. Meetings. At least one meeting in a month is compulsory and majority of the Panchayat members should be present. As we saw in the Gram Sabha, at least 2 meetings should be compulsory in 1 year. But in Gram Panchayat, at least one meeting in a month is compulsory and majority of the Panchayat members should be present. More than members should be present in the meeting. If we look at the reservation in Gram Panchayat, reservation means there are some categories in our society where we have reserved seats for them, like SC, ST, OBC. These are those people who are educationally or economically backward or have less standard of life. So general reservation, first of all, we will see. The seats for scheduled caste are reserved in proportion to their population in Gram Sabha area. One seat of Panch is reserved for backward class if their population is more than 20% in Gram Sabha area. That means scheduled caste, they have the reserved seat. It is according to the population in Gram Sabha. If scheduled caste people are more in Gram Sabha, there will be more seats for them. If less, then there will be less. Likewise, for the Panch, one seat from backward class is reserved for the Gram Panchayat if their population is 20% in Gram Sabha, because ultimately members of Gram Sabha are elect Gram Panchayat members. Women reservation. Out of total reserved seats of SC, at least 1/3 seats shall be reserved for women belong to SC. So 1/3, that is 33% for the women from the category of SC, scheduled caste. Out of total seats of Panchs in Gram Sabha area, at least 1/3 seats will be reserved for women, including the seats belong to SC women. That means overall we can say 33% women reservation is in the Gram Panchayat. That was for the Panch reservation. Now we will see Sarpanch reservation in Gram Panchayat. General reservation. The seats for scheduled castes are reserved in proportion to their population in a Gram Sabha area. It is according to that point that it is according to the population in a Gram Sabha. That means scheduled caste seat is reserved according to the population. Women reservation. Out of total reserved seats of SC, at least 1/3 seat shall be reserved for women belong to SC. Out of total seats of Sarpanch in a district, at least 1/3 seats will be reserved for women, including the seats belonging to SC women. Reserved seats shall be rotated among all the panchayats in every election. That means overall we can say for the scheduled caste seats are reserved according to the population in a Gram Sabha, and for women 33% whether belong to the reserved seat scheduled caste, whether from OBC other backward class, for Panch or for Sarpanch 33% seats are reserved for women, and these reserved seats should be rotated among the panchayats in every election. That means other people should be given more chances. That it does not mean that if we look at the women, 3 women or 4 women are participate in elections in one village, only those 3 can participate in another election. No, the other women should be given opportunity for contesting elections in panchayats. Now we will see the functions of Sarpanch. As I told you that Sarpanch is the chairman of the Gram Panchayat, so it has some functions. Sarpanch calls or convenes the meetings of Gram Panchayat and preside over, chair these meetings. That means if any meeting is conducted in the Gram Panchayat, Sarpanch leads the meeting, or it's the head of the meeting or the chairman of the meeting. He shall keep the record of the Gram Panchayat. He keeps all the records of the Gram Panchayat. He shall be responsible for financial and executive work, administrations of the Gram Panchayat. So he is responsible for the financial, that means for money related, and executive work, those work which are to be done, or the administration of the Gram Panchayat. He shall supervise the staff of Gram Panchayat. That means if we look at a school, here we have principal as our head. So he supervises all the staff members of a school. Likewise, Sarpanch is the head of the Gram Panchayat. He supervises all the staff members of the Gram Panchayat. He shall perform all other functions asked by the Panchayat or the state government. It means that whatever state government orders to the Panchayats, or whatever orders come from the Panchayats, Sarpanch has to obey them. Sarpanch has to do all these functions and perform all these functions very honestly. That means it conducts the meetings, it keeps the record of the Gram Panchayat. He is responsible for the financial, executive work and administration of the Gram Panchayat. He supervises all the staff members of the Gram Panchayat. He performs the functions asked by the Panchayat and or state government. Last but not the least, officials of Gram Panchayat. It means who are the officials of Gram Panchayat or the officers or the employees of the Gram Panchayat. Panchayat Secretary. He is in charge of the office of the Gram Panchayat and helps Panchs and Sarpanch in executing their jobs efficiently. It means, for example, if we have ministers don't do their work themselves, but there are officials which are under them who perform the work of their ministers or the bosses. Likewise, in Gram Panchayat, they have the Panchayat Secretary who is in charge of office of Gram Panchayat. He or she helps the Panches and Sarpanches to do their job very efficiently. Second one is the Gram Sevak. He gives advice and guidance to the Panchayat in development activities. Whatever the work is done in the village, like building schools, building hospitals, sanitation centers or Anganwadi centers, the Gram Sevak gives advice to the Panchayats in these development activities. Watchman. He calls upon the Panchs and works as a watchman of the village. Watchman. He calls upon the Panches. After the Sarpanches, the work comes of the Panches. Panches are called by watchmen to do their jobs efficiently, and these watchmen are works for a village. They are watchmen of the village. They see where the village is lacking, where the development work is lacking. So the watchman reminds the Gram Panchayat or the Panches or the Sarpanches where do they have to do their work, developmental work. So this was about the Gram Panchayat and the Gram Sabha. Hope you get this. Thank you.